What's going on, YouTube? How you guys doing this morning? Beautiful, nice California morning. It's cold though. It's around, I don't know, maybe 45 degrees. It says 39, 39 degrees right now. Which, bet you all you guys on the East Coast are like, that ain't cold. That's shorts weather. I'm just playing. So anyway, let me go live on Facebook. Gotta say hi to my Facebook guys. Let's say hi to them. Good morning, Facebook. Feeling blessed, feeling good. Yay. God is good. Gary's Grills. My wife taught me how to tag old rocket parts, but I don't know how to do it. There we go. Try and tag it. You know me. I'm illiterate when it comes to this computer, phone stuff, my jiggers. Let's see. Go live. Action. I'm like a trained professional. What's going on, Facebook? What's going on, Facebook? Hey, how you guys doing? I already got YouTube on here. I do YouTube first because YouTube's the hardest. Anyway, I'm not going to show you what I'm going to do because this is going to take me a long time. I was want to say good morning. I want to say God is good. I have lots of people that like to say the barbecue people, they're pretty chill. They don't really say much. They're always cool, always happy-go-lucky. But on the Oldsmobile stuff, you get a lot of cutthroat people. Some are rude. Majority of them, super cool, no problems. Every once in a while, I get it, guys. There's one or two or three, maybe five tops that kind of troll me. They follow me around. They like to badmouth everything I'm doing or whatever stuff I'm doing, this and that. Say all my stuff's from China. Just so you guys know, a lot of car parts are from China. And anybody who's selling parts tells you that it's not true. They're lying. Some kind of piece or something comes from China. Even sometimes the steel will come from China. I bought my steel here locally at the local steel mill right here where they, I try to keep my money in my town. But they get steel where they can get it from. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm pretty sure all steel don't come from China. I'm just saying. But anyway, the other day I was making, I sell these solid motor mounts, and they said, oh, those are from China, this and that, or they don't fit. So I'm gonna do a little quick right now. I'm gonna answer those questions. So anybody knows anything about anything, this is a piece that I machined last night, made by me here in my shop. Made this. I machined these. And then these are the pieces that go to the motor mount, and they weld on like this. I have a jig that welds them on like this. They weld like this. And there's a piece that I have another piece that I have a piece of flat bar that's a press, and I put in the middle to tie them together to brace them. But what these are solid motor mounts for an Oldsmobile. So that's how we do it. And then another guy was saying he bought a set and they were too short. You bought the short ones, sir. These are right here. These go taller. All right, just so you know, these are the taller ones. I know what you're saying. The short ones don't fit. I'm not sure why they even made the short ones. So I have the long ones. These right here are laser cut right here. I get them laser cut where I live. These right here, machined by me. And then I have a little jig that I made. I made a video for a jig that I weld them together. I'm not gonna weld it today. Just want to show you guys. I'll weld these later on today. Our video today is for my Trans Am guys. My Trans Am guys are always cool. So a lot of you guys don't know this, but if you remember Smokey the Bandit, which is one of my favorite movies, like Deuce Hazard. What's up, Big Ron? What's up, my brother? So if you guys remember Smokey the Bandit, which I'm 48 years old. That came out when I was a kid. Shows like Smokey the Bandit, Dukes of Hazzard. It's what got me into cars and stuff like that. I love all kinds of cars. I love bugs. I actually started building bugs before I started building Oldsmobiles. And I got my 69 bug over there, my 64 olds over there. But anyway, today I'm gonna give you a quick run. I'm gonna show you how I do it exactly because it'd be a 2-hour video. Who's that? Who's that? What's up, Big Sal? I'll break down what I do, how I do it. And this is a customer sending his air cleaner base, and I'll explain to you why they send this in. So I sell top end kits that'll turn a 403 motor into a monster. A 403 out the factory makes it's rated 180 horsepower, which is not true. They don't get 180 horsepower. It's maybe like more like 160. It's during that time when they had the gas crisis and they had to make cars get more gas mileage, and they just made it a dog. I think it's like 7.5 to 1 compression. It's a huge cubic inch. Basically, it's a small block Olds 403 with a huge piston. 403 is what they call a corporate motor. So you might find 403s. That's why you see them in the Trans Am. You find them in the Trans Am, the 78, 79. And then you find them in GMC motorhomes, some Pontiac Le Mans, different cars. But there's a trick to them. People like to badmouth 403 because they have window mains and that. Let me tell you right now, a 403 is a hidden beast, man. I've never seen a window mains broke anymore, and I've seen a 455 break. You put a lot of juice to something, it's 2-bolt main, you're going to break them. But I can show you how to build a nice 400 horsepower plus. I hit it low. I'll hit it at 400 because that's easy to get. But the problem is the shaker hood. So the shaker hood is, you look at a Trans Am, you got the air cleaner base. And basically, the air cleaner base holds that black piece in the middle. That's called the air cleaner. So that when the car is driving, it's sucking the air going into the cleaner, going into the motor. So basically, that shaker hood is based off the exact height of the motor. So when you buy the top end kit that I sell, the only intake that you can run on a small block Olds is the intakes that I sell or an Edelbrock 7111. That's for anybody. And the reason being is because really aluminum heads are big block heads, and there's not enough meat on the other intakes to go around the big block port. Only those 2 intakes have it. That's the only reason why you can't use it. You don't need to port match it. We used to port match them to match the big block port, and we found it does nothing. It didn't pick up any more horsepower. It didn't, because you're going from small to big. You're welcome to do it. You could pay someone a lot of money to do it, but I promise you, on the dyno numbers, it doesn't change the fact. It doesn't. And I don't care what anybody says. People are going to be like, oh, that's not true, this and that. I've done it, but we died on both of them. It doesn't change it, just so you know. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, my brother? But anyway, so let's do this. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So basically, on those intakes, what's going to happen is a stock manifold is stock height. So that air cleaner base or all that setup is based off the height of that intake. So if you change the height to make it go up, when you close the hood, the air cleaner base and shaker is going to stick up too high up, and it probably won't shut right. But it also it won't look appealing to eye. It looks stupid. It'll be too high. But there's a workaround, and I learned this from an old man named Mr. Bob, super guy. That's why I learned to do a lot of my motor work from. And we've tried to buy the aftermarket stuff. It doesn't work. So I had a customer send me, well, I do them. Customer sends them in. I don't like to do them. I hate doing this. I'll explain to you why. So I always try to tell people how to do it. One of the reasons why I'm making this video. But I'll do them. If you guys buy parts from me and you guys need it done, I'll get it done. I'll do it for you guys. Man, this customer right here boxed it good. That's what I'm talking about right there. So I don't know where he got this. Then repeat it. Nah, he boxed it pretty good. He double wrapped it. Which I'm gonna tell you guys, if you guys don't think you can do this, good morning, brother. If you don't think you can do this, don't try to do it because you will ruin it. All right? But these are to the Trans Am. They don't make them anymore. You have to buy them. So I'm gonna explain to you what I'm gonna do. This one's a little different. But anyway, this is one came out of his car, so I'm gonna modify it. So basically, if you look at this, what I'm gonna do is this is gonna send the motor right there, right? And that's gonna dictate the height. So if I put an intake that's high rise, it's gonna lift this up. When you lift this up, it's gonna make the shaker hood not work correctly. All right. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this out right here. I'm gonna get this strip. I'm gonna tack it all the way around it. So we go in a circle, and then I'm gonna put it back in and weld it back up. So basically, what's gonna happen is intake's gonna go up. This is gonna come down. So I'm basically gonna turn this air cleaner to a reduced base air cleaner. That way, it has a factory appearance. And all I'm doing is cutting right on the line. I'm gonna get normally what I do is I get my plasma cutter. I get a drag tip. I just put it right in that corner and just drag it around and drag and cut it out. Cut this out. And so I know, here's a trick. So I know that I put it back in the right spot. You see these 3 bumps? I use those as markers. I'll do this. I'll scratch here, and I'll scratch here. This way, I put it back in exactly the same way it came out. Not sure if that really matters. That's just what I do. So that's how you do it. And this strip right here, you just need to get a long enough piece to go all the way around a complete circle. This is probably way too long. And I do 1.5 inches. Right? So this right here is 1.5 inches wide. So basically when I tack it in, what I'm going to make is 1 3/8 inch drop because you're going to lose a 16th and a 16th. You're going to lose about that much when you tack it in. So you want, and remember, there's 1 3/8 inch, 1.5 inch. There's not much difference. There's a rubber gasket. It's just what looks good to the eye. So when the car looks and the hood shuts, it looks correct. You know what I mean? That much is not gonna be able to look different in the eyes. So don't worry. It's not a precision thing. It's not something that has to be, you know what I mean, like perfect. Don't worry about that. It's not a precision thing. But that's how I do it. So all you guys out there with the Trans Ams, that's how you modify it. So you make it. So the air cleaner basically goes up, and you can also mill the Plymouth intake. You really can't take much off. You can maybe take not even a 1/4 inch, maybe an 1/8 off. I've done it. I've milled it and I've not milled it, and you really can't tell the difference. That's just how you do it. So, what's up, Rudy? What's up, Andy? But anyway, I want to do a little quick video. Answer the guy's question about the motor mounts. I'm probably gonna weld those up later. I actually sold all of them out, and they're made right here, brother. I weld them up. I weld everything up. I've been welding and doing chassis work the other day. You guys see me cut my truck in half, make it a long bend to short bend my C10. You guys saw me do that. If you guys follow me, some of different things. I'm Junior Casher for Old Rocky Parts. I'm also Junior Casher from Gabby's Grills. I got the 2 businesses. And basically, I weld all day long, dude. I weld up these barbecues. I probably weld them overkill, but this is what I do. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do less. And the barbecue, I really build cars. That's what I really do. You saw me build that trailer for my son, and it's easy for me to build stuff like that. The barbecue thing was just something that I loved. I love to cook. I love the barbecues. It's my release of whatever going on during the day. End of the day, end it with a barbecue. You guys, I barbecue every day. And if I don't barbecue that day, it's probably because I eat leftovers from the day before. But that's just what I do here. I barbecue every day. So when I designed that barbecue, I designed it for me, and then end up people liking it. And it, like I said, that's why I always call it God's barbecue, because God is good, because it was during the time when I was struggling, barely starting out. And that was like back in 2012 when I started my own parts business, and that's when I started like taking care of everything. And that's why I call it God is good, because I was struggling. And then I came up with that barbecue idea, and it just took off all by itself. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna show you me cut it, weld it all together, do all that. It takes me about 2-3 hours to do it. And the reason why it takes so long, and the reason why I don't like doing it, this metal is super thin. This is like, I can't remember. I think it's 20 gauge or 24 gauge. I'm not sure what is the metal, but it's about the same thickness of the air cleaner base. And I don't know what this air cleaner base is made out of, but it's made out of probably the shittiest metal you can buy, because it's a pain in the ass to weld. So basically, I turn your welder off to freaking weld it so it don't burn holes. And why it takes so long, because you can't just sit there and blow it through. I should turn on my TIG welder and do it, but my TIG welder requires a whole different gas, whole different thing, and I don't have it set up in that other shop over there, because I don't do it that much. So I hardly don't set it up. What's up, Jason Jones? God is good, brother. There you go. Thanks for bringing that up. So you guys know God is good, brother. But so basically, what I'm doing, cutting this piece out the donut, cut it right on the line, dude. not a rocket. I just drag my torch in there, and then what I'll do is the way I do it, I'll tack this piece to the I call it that piece of donut. I'll tack it right on the end to the bottom of that where I cut it, and I'll go all the way in a circle all the way around it, and then I'll put it back in, and then the way I know I put it back in the same spot, all of them have it. All Trans Am have. This is a bigger one, but all of them have it. Basically, they'll have 3 little bumps like this. Some are 2 on one side, 1 on the other. This one has 3 together. So what I'll do is I'll just scratch here, scratch here, scratch here. So when I go to put it back, I put it back exactly where it was at. When I'm done painting, doing it all together, you can tell I did really look at it, but can't even tell I did it. But when you have it on the car, it doesn't look so it appears like it's original. No, like anybody modified it, and everything works fine. And the reason why I could do it without the car is because I probably built that car like 10 times when I used to work for someone else. But I've done the air cleaner base probably 100 times. That's 2 reasons. 1, I've done it so many times I don't like doing it no more. And 2, it's just a pain in the ass welding that thin metal. Your base is going just doing it. You may be able to go like that much at a time, but you got to go around twice. You got to go all the way around the top, or around the bottom. And what I do, and one thing to do, don't try to weld it all one time. Just tack it in and put it back on the bottom, tack it in. And then try to go all the way around the circle. Because it is hard to go around. You got to jump around because it gets hot. You'll burn through. And the metal that I get, it's pretty good metal. But the metal those air cleaners are made of, it's pretty shitty metal. So I don't know what they made that shit back in the day. But it's pretty shitty when you weld it. But I get it done, man. I get it done. But anyway, so on a quick video, I want to say good morning. Say God bless. I'm just feeling good, man. I feel good today. Got an early start. Went to my meeting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Got my little pump me up meeting. My little get together. So I got that. Made a little quick something to eat, and it's really slow right now. So normally during this time, I'll do this in the evenings because I don't want to miss phone calls. I get a lot of people call me in the evening. That's when they want me to do like answer the questions, selling parts. Good morning, brother. What's going on? That's when they want me to do those things. On YouTube, brother, Scottsdale. Or Scott. I can't even say it. Scotticles. But anyway, normally I do this in the evening. That's why last night I was machining those parts for the solid motor mounts. That's why I was doing that. And I usually do it at nighttime so I don't have no one calling me. Usually when I weld my barbecues, I do it at nighttime or on weekends. And that way during the day when people call, I can answer their questions, make sure everything is good, and go from there. But matter of fact, I just reminded me of something you need to do before I start this. But anyway, you guys have a blessed day. May God bless you. May God bless your friends, your family. May you guys be safe. And remember, at the end of the day, man, just remember, we're all blessed, man. We live in a blessed country. We're all allowed to. I voted today. Everybody's allowed to vote who you want to vote for. But you remember where everything comes from, man. Everything comes from right there. God is good, brothers. So those guys don't know. These are the barbecues I sell right here. These allows you to raise them over the crank. It's a barbecue and cook on an open flame. I make all the sizes. You got the small one. You got the medium one. Actually, there's one in between there, and there's even a bigger one on top of this. I have them all handmade by me. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Big Sexy? There's my nephew right there, buddy. But anyway, so y'all know Nick Castro. That's my nephew right there. If you see Castro in there, most of them belong to me. They're my family. That's my nephew. And he works on race cars. He actually has a race car. He does a circle track. Hey, they're true, tried and true. They live in Prop, Nevada. They're out there they want to build there's guys out there building their cars out in the front yard, and they got the greatest tools, but they make it happy. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, that's what I do. I'm Junior Castro, and God is good, bro. You guys have a good morning, good rest of your day, and God bless. Late.